Evet arkadaşlar, herkese merhabalar. Oyunumuza tüm hızımızla devam ediyoruz. En son Kızılderililerle artık çarpışıyorduk. Şöyle dağların arasından bir mağara gibi bir yere geldik. Bir yukarıda yol var. Burada ödül falan var mıdır acaba? Yok, hiçbir şey yok. O zaman buradan devam ediyoruz. Of of of of of. Çok iyi nişancılar Kızılderililer gerçekten. Neyi varmış? İşlemeli 6 patlar. İşlemeli ama yıldızlı ha. Ya hadi dostum. Heh. Bununla devam et.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
Şu şey doldurma birazcık sıkıntılı. Hani burada da bir şey yok. İnsan şuraya ödül ama aldık zaten, az önce ödül aldık. Oyunun sesi niye böyle çok yüksek geliyor bana? Halbuki şey ya. Daha ne kadar kısacağız? Öldüm. Al tüfeği al. Bir yakın mesafedeyiz, bir uzak mesafedeyiz. O yüzden silahlarda şey oluyor, sıkıntı oluyor.
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
Bir de hayaletler mi var yoksa? Aşağıda ne var? Bir şey yokmuş. Oyunu kaydetti. Aa, bir dakika
To
dur.
be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Yine iyi kaçtık. Lan arkadaş. Vurulmamak şey. Ya bu sefer yemedi de. Aslında oraya bir el bombası bir şey atabilirdik ama işte oyunun aksiyonundan, heyecanda unutuyoruz. Aşağıdan mı, yukarıdan mı?
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the cave of death.
Karışık karışık. Bir oradan anlatıyor, bir buradan anlatıyor. Sonra hikayeye devam ediyor. Gri'yi kurtar, ne yaptın diyor. Evet. Kaç? Bir tane mi varmış? Neyi şimdi geliştireceğiz ki mesela? Bu ne ya? Bir kere kafadan vuruşlar için daha fazla konsantrasyon odağı. Dinamiti fırlat ve patlat. Havaya vurup. Bunlar zaten kilitli. Bu neymiş? Nişan alırken daha fazla yakınlaştırmaya olanak sağlar. İşlemeli adlı patları buradan almışız. Bu da altın tüfek. Buradan gidelim o zaman. Madem öyle. Güzel bir meydan. Orada da silahlar var, burada da var.
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow, I have no tears.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though.
Lan ne
And
oldu?
Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Abi silah seçemedim ya. Silah seçemedim. İnşallah. Hı.
I
Olur
swear I
abi.
couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
Merdiven açılmış. Ben de dedim ne oluyor? Tamam, buradan devam ediyoruz. Çıkamadık.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
Güzel vuruyorsun da hemen aksiyon almak lazım. Karşıdan mı gelecekler? Nereden gelecekler?
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me.
Orada birini gördüm ama. Kaçtı.
There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens.
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
Vuramadık mı vuramıyoruz. Yukarı doğru mu çıkıyoruz? Başka nerede var? Göremedim. Ağacın arkasında göremedik.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me.
Resmen tuzaklı bir yer gibi ha. Yani beni araya alabilirler. Oyun istese böyle bir şey yapabilir, zorlayabilir. İnanılmaz zor bir oyun değil. He bak burada bir meydan, buradan mı
And wouldn't you
çarpışacağız?
know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
En sonunda yaptım be.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Lan! Allah belanı versin. Yapma be. Hadi dostum.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
Wow. İlk defa bu kadar zorlandım. İlk defa bu kadar zorlandım.
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me.
Kaçabilirsin ama saklanamazsın. Arkandaki düşmanlar için yardımcı olur. Görüş alanında olmayan düşmanları belirler.
But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air. Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Hayda bir efsane olarak devam etmiş ha. Adam efsane olmuş. Bulamamış onu.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Bölüm 6. Dalton kardeşler. Wow.
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Bana ödül avcısı derler. Apaches ne? Sıfacı. Neyse geçti orası.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street.
He can't stand against the Daltons.
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeyville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
O kadar adam var, geldi beni vurdu.
You ain't stopping me.
Lan duvarlar falan yıkılıyor.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown. The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently.
Kandıramadı. Kandıramadık.
First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights.
Lan bana da bir şey verin.
Feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender. This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. So he went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, Doug? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank.
Ne oldu abi öyle? Ne yapacağım? Bankanın çatısına mı çık dedi, bir şeyler söyledi de.
Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Lan karşıya. Lan tüfekle giriyoruz içeriye.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Abi çiftelinin de şeyi yani aktif olamıyorsun ki. İşlemeli.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch! Brother, I'm gonna make you...
Gelen var mı? Daha yok.
You can't hide!
Kasayı boşalttınız mı lan? Eyvah. Yanlış düğmeye. Ya yemezler. Yemezler yavrum.
That's Silas Greaves! What the hell?
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons. His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Herkes bir hikaye anlatıyor. Yaşlı dayı
Sorry,
vardı.
kid, but that just wasn't the way it
Ya
happened.
belliydi zaten böyle olacak.
It was early evening, not high noon.
Lan bir hikayeyi 3 kişi anlatıyor ya.
I was late to the party and Coffeeville was already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
Lider acemi, beceriksiz.
I'd been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless.
Oh, smoke that son bitch!
And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
Kaçıyor bir adi pislikler.
We got us a hero. Put some holes in it!
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off,
Bu kim,
I
bizden
found
miymiş?
myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons, and they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons, which wasn't any surprise, because those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Adam. Yakınlarda kırıntı şu. Yanlış yerden miyiz? Diğer taraftan mı devam edecektik?
What are you gonna do?
Olmadı.
You can't get me.
Diğer taraftan gideceğiz o zaman.
Face me, you coward. Shoot, I dare you.
Ya yanlış oldu. Heh.
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
Ya tuzak kurdu ama.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Gonna send you to the bone orchard.
Nereye saklanacağım ki?
It's hard.
Lan kalk kalk kalk.
I'll blow your damn head clean off!
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him? But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
O zaman burada bırakıyoruz arkadaşlar. Şimdi 2 bölüm, 1,5 bölüm gibi bir şey geçmiş olduk. Burada bırakalım. Tadında devam edelim. Çünkü diğer bölümün... Bir dakika lan, nasıl olacak? Bir bölümün adına kurt girecektik ya. Bu bölümün adı farklıydı. Kısa kısa tutup uzun bölümler yapmışlar herhalde. Sıkmamak için olabilir. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Artık isimlendirmeyi ona göre yapacağız. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.